Fujitsu's 48-core A64FX processor is currently the most powerful ARM processor on the planet. However, NVIDIA is also preparing to deploy its 72-core Grace ARM CPU, which does not yet have a product name. And both will face an intense competition from an Indian government research organization. There is a chance that the Center for the Development of Advanced Computing, or C-DAC HPC processor will perform better than both A64FX and Grace, as well as Amazon's 64-core Graviton 3 chip and Ampere Computing's Ultra, Ultra Max and Ampere 1 processors for more general tasks. Now the mission brings together the Indian Institute of Science, the Department of Science and Technology, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and C-DAC to bring HPC independence from the processor all the way up to complete systems and softwares to the Government of India and those organizations who require HPC processing, as well as presumably the Indian industry giants who do not want to be dependent on outside sources of silicon, software and systems for their work. This project is not just about technology but also about making and designing data centers with a focus on liquid cooling for the most powerful machines, which will be exascale. The work also involves the making of supercomputer programs which are of national interest and learning programming and system administration skills which are needed to make, maintain and run these programs in production. The Indian government wants to know for sure that there are no security backdoors in the hardware or software it uses to run the HPC and artificial intelligence applications. Now, India also wants a supply chain for the HPC parts and systems which cannot be imported to India and are denied during sanctions. The United States is already notorious for sanctions and has sanctioned India in the past. India is a nuclear power that shares a border with China and is just at a stone's throw distance from Moscow, which makes it obvious to understand why is India using an ARM design and making a custom processor. Viewers should note that the ARM HPC processor is not just for the HPC market. Variants of it are likely to be used in the artificial intelligence and general cloud computing markets as well. In 2024, the chip is expected to be ready and it will be first used in a pilot HPC system with more than 1 petaflop of performance, which probably is the theoretical maximum. Then based on the ARM CPU, the Indian government wants to be ready with exascale system design and modules. The tech experts at C-DAC spent a lot of time studying the A64FX processor and the Fugaku system at RIKEN and its predecessors, the SPARC 64-8FX processor and the K supercomputer to make the ARM processor. ARM Holdings' Zeus Neoverse V1 core were picked up by C-DAC and will put 48 of them on a package. The 2-chiplet ARM CPU package has a total of 96 cores. Now each core has a 96 MB of L2 caches, while the cores also share another 96 MB of system level caches, which is acting as a buffer between L2 caches, DDR5 and HBM3 memories. Now let us compare it to the rivals. Fujitsu's A64FX, which stands as the world's most powerful ARM processor, is just a 48 core, while on the other hand, NVIDIA is preparing to deploy its 72 core Grace ARM CPU, which does not yet have a product name. So when released, the AWS Graviton 2 and Graviton 3 processors as well as the upcoming Ampere 1 processor are anticipated to have significantly superior performance metrics as compared to the ARM chip. The United States and China were the most significant competitors in the market for non-x86 server processors as of May 23. However, the range of the latter includes Lunxin server CPUs, which are built on distinctive Chinese Lungark architecture. Regarding process technology, the new Indian AUM, which is pronounced as OM, and OM stands as an Indian religious symbol, is already ahead of all of Intel's top-tier products. Intel's Xeon are still manufactured using 10 nanometers while AUM is 5 nanometers.